Food, Travel, and Fun. Here we are. We've did delivery tonight from a place neither of us have had before, and it's what, Wise Guys in Riverside. Right?
Wise Guys Deli and Pizza in Riverside. But people at work were raving about this place today. They catered something where I work, and I said, we're going to give it a try. We're always looking for great delivery, and here's the best part. Didn't have to use Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash. They actually have a delivery service, and it's so much cheaper to order directly, even with a delivery fee, versus paying the other national service prices.
There you go. Yeah, because Uber adds a lot.
Oh, they add delivery fee. And, you know,
Really
I like to tip. But the food price at the place when you use those services, they add extra money because they have to pay them a commission of some sort.
And they were a few minutes early, even. Not even just, they were
less than
ahead
45.
of on time.
Less than 45 minutes.
So you got.
Let's start first with an appetizer that I did order.
You got a garlic knot. I got
Garlic
a garlic
knots
knot.
and they're fresh made house meatballs.
Yeah.
So have a house.
Just
Oh man,
one,
they
throw
do
one
look
on
like
there. Okay, that's good. Just ones.
fresh made house meatballs with their
I'm gonna
signature
try
garlic knots.
The garlic knot and some of my marinara.
Me too. When did you deliver? The temperature suffers.
It did.
My marinara is not warm enough.
It's warm, not hot. But
Lukewarm is not hot.
we're 20 minutes from them too, so it had a lot of travel time.
That's okay though. I'm gonna just
know
take
what?
it at face value. The meatball
This meatball
Seems very
I sliced
tender.
it really easily. Yeah.
It's very tender, so it's definitely not just beef. It's probably
Oh no,
beef,
pork. Yep.
maybe even a little veal. They are house made.
A good amount of pork.
Ooh, they're very good.
Nicely seasoned.
It's
Really super tender.
as nice a meatball as I would get in a typical Italian restaurant locally.
Oh, no, I enjoy that. That's very good.
The garlic knot is good. Not that garlicky, but maybe that's just me.
Not a strong garlic. It was okay. But like I said, it just cooled a bit. I think if I heat this up a little, like if we threw it in the oven for a few minutes, we'd probably get it much closer to the way it was originally at the restaurant. So,
I will say, I'm enjoying their marinara. It is not a jarred, boring, bland marinara. There
No.
are onion chunks, there are
And
tomato
actually-
chunks, garlic chunks.
it's not the same as like the ramontos that we had talked about a little bit ago, but it's not jarred. This is a nice, it's seasoned really well.
So let's talk about the other things we got.
Well, here's one right here. This has cheese all over it. It's got some pepperoni. I see some peppers in there. This is a piece of this calzone.
It's a
There
personal
you go.
size
It's a
calzone
personal calzone.
that you can actually, there's three things you can do. You can get a calzone and add all meats and things to it. This is just a plain cheese calzone that we can add some things to. And they come in different sizes, personal, large, and extra large.
Watch this. I'm going to come up close here because I do like that. Look at that, is very chunky. I mean, that's really nice.
I like a
look how
chunky
much that
sauce.
piles up on a fork. That is
I do like a chunky
So-
marinara.
good flavor, good texture. Nice. That's a good quality. So I'm going to take a bite of this calzone.
Dwayne is a calzone connoisseur. We eat them everywhere they're on the menu. You do.
Not as much as like calamari,
Yes, he eats that everywhere it's on the menu as well.
but I do like it. This one has banana peppers in it, pepperoni, some onion. Is that mushrooms in there? Yep,
I got things I think you liked.
absolutely. It's very good. Really tasty. And nice cheese on top. Now, what are they?
That was not extra. That is they make
It's
the
a
pizza.
cheese calzone, right, that they're doing?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what they're doing. And again, we're not big into ordering out, but sometimes we come home from work like it is today, weeknight, and to find a new place and be able to try different things and let you know what we think, that's the goal here.
Yeah.
You like calzones, and I like pizza. Let me talk to you about this pizza. I don't
Very
think you can
crisp
see it.
looking pizza.
Well, it's a
You don't
New
think-
York or Sicily style crust, from what I understand.
Here, I'll hold it up for them.
And this one
There you
is
go.
called the Valentine's Day Massacre. Remember, the place is called Wise Guys. It's all
It
gangster
is.
related.
All of the items on the menu, everything's like Tony Montana, Tony Soprano. It's all from characters from movies and shows and things that we all know.
And this is the Valentine's Day Massacre, and it's loaded with all kinds of meats, with mushrooms and with some red peppers. and some onions. I believe it also has a meatball. It has pepperoni, bacon. Let's take a bite. It looks really good.
Here, I'll join you. I'll take a bite.
I'm liking the taste of the crust.
I see sausage, pepper, bacon, pepperoni. What is that, a little meatball slice in there too? What is it? It's quite the variety. It's definitely a meat lovers.
It's a fancy way of saying meat lovers, but you know what I like about Wise Guys?
It's the fact that we could order a personal size, because we order an average size, which is normally what, like 14 or 16 inches?
And we bring home this much or more.
And then we have to give away the pizza or freeze it or put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Getting a small one like this is not always an option, and you don't get more than you need.
I'm really liking this meatball.
The meatball's amazing. We've eaten meatballs. In fact, a very recent video, we ate a meatball at Vallow.
Yeah.
At Mohegan Sun. This meatball isn't as good as that one, but it's pretty close in tenderness and
It's a really
savoriness.
soft, savory. Yeah, I like that. I don't like the meatballs that are so compact and dense.
Or the hamburger heavy.
And these are little ones. So you could just take a little meatball and add it, you know. You don't have to, it's not like some places make that huge meatball and you're kind of like, well, we need to share this between a few people.
Now,
You're going to take it, eat it.
And before we move on, let's talk about the other things we have while they're still fresh. So we can talk about this.
Okay, so we got sorted out again. And that is our signature Italian, right?
This is called the Boss, and it is loaded with pepperoni,
Here's a
salami,
nice big
Cheeses.
There you go.
Capicola, fresh onions, lettuce.
Banana
and it has
peppers,
banana
Bermuda
peppers,
onion. See some tomato in there.
Italian dressing,
Italian dressing.
and very, very fresh, soft bread.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch here, so we took a couple little pieces.
2 kinds of cheeses, American and provolone in this
Yeah, I
one.
noticed this. It wasn't just one cheese.
Yeah,
That's what it said.
Here we go.
Okay, let me try. I love an Italian sub.
Oh, wow.
It's a nice amount of dressing. They didn't skimp.
It's very tangy and vinegary. And the meats are fresh.
The bread is even fresher.
The bread's good.
Wow.
It is. They really are. I can see why people like it.
This is up there if you're local with a Marcucci's,
Yeah,
right?
Now I'm gonna get a bite down lower where I got more of the meat and the
Yeah.
cheese and.
Marcucci's, right? Is the one that's the standard that we're
I
measuring
think I
this
think of
against.
Marzilli's.
Marzilli's?
And Marcucci's does the pizza.
All right, but yeah, you're right. A Marzilli's has the Italian
It's
that
the
we love.
Italian sandwich. Yep.
But this is amazing.
So those are Fall River. Those are out of Fall River.
And,
Really famous, really good, both.
and Riverside is about 10, 15 minutes from
Fall River, so this is up there.
So actually, they're kind of 10, 15 minutes that way. Fall River's 10, 15 minutes the other way.
We're in the
That's
middle.
all. We're right in the middle. And it did come, well, I got this hero that came with a big pile of curly fries. So,
Pile. But this Italian sub called the Boss, which is their classic Italian or New York style Italian submarine sandwich. It's really good. This is just the bread, I think, makes it.
no, I definitely like this Italian. It's very nice.
You like Italians? This is it's not toasted. That's the difference I've noticed here.
And it is. It's a very Italian dressing, very vinegary, very, the seasoning is forward from the dressing, where you don't always get that. A lot of times we're looking for more. We're asking for a side of it, or
What I will say,
nice mixture too.
if you don't get a toasted Italian, which most places do, or a lot of places do,
You can't really reheat it or eat it the next day. Something like this, you can then toast it because it's not been toasted already.
and the stuff in it will be okay. I would suggest removing lettuce, but everything else can toast beautifully. Unless you
Like warm lettuce, and
then that's fine.
can do it.
But this is a really fresh tasting.
Yeah, it's
That's why it's a
yeah.
deli, because they slice everything
But-
fresh there.
Also, especially since the meat's all in there, that's keeping the bread from getting all soggy from that Italian dressing. You could eat this cold later. Keep it just like it is, keep it cold, keep it refrigerated, and just eat it.
The fact that it's a deli, and I'm looking at this mortadella and the fresh baked ham in it.
Yeah.
If you like an Italian, this is a good one.
All right, so I'll quickly talk about the fries, which you're still eating your fries here as well.
They suffer from delivery.
Suffered from delivery. Otherwise, I think they'd be real. The flavor is very good.
They're seasoned
And I
nicely.
love curly fries. I really.
I like curly.
You don't get them everywhere.
I don't like steak as much as I like shoestring, and I like curly even more than shoestring.
I think the only one I like better is those. I personally like the big pub fries, the big fat steak ones. But they have to be hot, crispy on the outside and like just pillowy
You have
inside.
to eat it within 10 minutes of serving.
They don't do well for delivery.
No.
But if you're going to eat somewhere and you can get those big steak fries, I recently had some that were just really, really good.
Right.
So, but this is a hero, which uses tzatziki inside. I'm going to bring it up nice and close so you can kind of see.
It's a Greek hero.
A Greek hero, and it's spelled gyro, right, with G-Y, but
Or in Canada, it's a donair.
there you go. Let's donate there.
Or a shawarma, if you're in the Middle East.
So I guess it all depends where you are. Here,
They cut the meat.
Greek hero. That's what we got. A lot of it, I've had a lot with lamb, but this is beef.
No, it's meat. It's a mix.
It's a mix. Ah, okay.
It says meat, not beef.
Oh, it doesn't say. I thought it said beef.
You
Oh,
can
you know
get
what?
chicken
I
or
think
meat?
no. They have one that they do on a sub roll. It said beef.
Okay.
So
This
this
one
is
said
more meat. So that's usually a mix of lamb, beef, whatever.
Right.
A mix. I'm gonna try it out. The tzatziki is a cucumber
Cucumber garlic yogurt.
yogurt. Yep. And I love it when they have a lot of tzatziki. We didn't get any on the side, but it looks like there's a lot in
I think
here.
we have tzatziki in the fridge.
We probably have some here
We
in the
love it.
house. I know. So let me try this. It still feels nice and warm though. So that's
Oh,
good.
good.
Yes, it's meat. Very soft, really tender. The tzatziki has
Is it
a
mix
very
of
good
lamb?
flavor.
Is it lamb and beef, or is
I think
it?
it's lamb and beef.
Okay.
And they put a lot.
That's a lot
Not
of
even
meat.
dip, but there's a lot of meat in this sandwich. There are, at least I'm seeing like 3 or 4 pieces right there. And a lot of times you get just a little bit.
A lot of times it looks like they just took a piece of like meatloaf and cut it in slivers. This is like real shawarma looking, like they cut it off a spit. That
The
spiral.
bread is very soft.
The pita.
The pita is really, I think also for being warmed, it gets nice and soft. And some tomatoes, some onion, lettuce. Really seasoned well. It's got a nice spice on the meat. The meat has a lot of seasonings on it. They're
So-
really good. Another
So
really good.
to recap, we have the Valentine's Day Massacre. We got the meatballs with garlic
With
knots.
knots, yep.
We got the Boss, which is a fancy Italian submarine sandwich. We got the
Calzone.
Meat Hero
Our meat.
with pita
yep.
and curly fries, and a calzone, which is filled with cheese, pepperoni, and some veggies.
Yes. Pepper.
We're going to
Banana peppers and such.
so enjoy our dinner
But-
now, and then we actually got a couple of desserts to try.
Yeah, so we'll
So-
bring you back, show you the desserts.
We'll show
and
you the desserts, but so far,
after we finish up here.
this is on our rotating list of places that we can definitely take out from.
It's definitely got added to the places we can have delivered or take out or whatever, for
And
sure.
it's close enough that we can just go and eat there too. They do dine-in, although it's not a big dine-in place.
Yeah, well, that's good. So, all right, so we'll be right back with desserts and after we've done a little more damage here. All right, we're back. And we're stuffed. and we love to show you the desserts we ordered, but we're not ready to eat them yet. And it's going to be a little while.
New York
Got it? You know, nice
cheesecake
and close. Yep.
with
New York
some
cheesecake.
cherry and sauce.
Cherry sauce that they include separate. That's kind of nice that you can add as much or whatnot on the side.
And, you know, I don't know if they make this. They probably just purchased this somewhere else. But sometimes it's nice, and it was not expensive. And, you know, we usually share a dessert whenever we get one. And
A grandma's soft chocolate chip. There's 2 cookies in there.
Okay.
They definitely didn't make this.
No.
But I've had grandma's cookies. They're soft bake. They're like, watch, here, do that a little bit. You'll see what I'm saying. You can actually feel it squish and they're a
When I
really
was-
good cookie.
When I was ordering from the
Oh.
menu, it said you could get a salted caramel cookie, a
think-
chocolate chip cookie.
I think
You
they
can
had
get
brownie, too,
They
right?
I didn't see a brownie. They had a ton of other desserts, but they were all like baklava and
The menu there is long.
extensive.
It's a very.
It was overwhelming to look
We
at.
could never have really put a big dent in that menu.
No.
And we just couldn't. We would have been taking one bite of everything.
Yeah.
So, but everything we had, I was very pleased with everything. Really, really. We're ordering from there again.
Yeah, I think
really
we
are.
might do another video with completely different things. I really
Maybe.
want to try some of their other sandwiches, and I really would like to try what people have told me was amazing chicken parm and other dishes. So
I was at work when we started looking at this. I didn't have time to really go through the menu and really sit down with it because I was just like going through. And the way they name it after the characters, it's not like it says, ham and cheese.
No.
That would be like a Tony Montana. So
Yeah.
you have to look and see what is in there. And so it takes some time, but I think we did great. We got some.
I am really happy
Very, very
with
good.
the order that we got, the food, the flavor, the way it was prepared. And I will say, very impressed with the service. They were here even earlier than they said they would be, and they delivered from Riverside here to Swansea. And we'll use this service again, and they actually do provide catering. So if we ever wanted to have family or people over, they would deliver their sandwiches and whatever else
Yeah,
we want.
something, actually, we had talked about doing a family party, and maybe that's something we consider.
And
So,
we'll let you know what we think about these desserts the next time
These
we
are
do a
great.
video on.
These are awesome. No question. This will probably be in my lunch tomorrow if I don't get it tonight, and we'll try out the cheesecake. It
Maybe
looks
with a
nice
little
and
hot tea
soft.
later.
Yeah.
This is Wise Guys Deli and Pizza. They have a couple of locations in Rhode Island. This one is Riverside.
It is. You said
And
it's almost like a little chain.
it's a little chain. I know there's
Yeah.
one in Providence. I know there's one in, I think, Cranston. There may be one elsewhere.
they're
in
probably-
Smithfield.
They're trying to hit different parts of Rhode Island. So nice.
This was really, really good. And I'm so glad we found a place of this quality that does delivery.
Absolutely. So that's us, Dwayne and Nadia, Food, Travel, and Fun. That's our dining inside. What are we, dining at home? I don't even know what to call it, but we're here. We're home, and
I
we're
think
full.
it's called a takeout review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delivery. Who
But
knows?
we're going to go out this weekend, and we have a couple more local restaurant reviews coming up before we take off on our big trip.
Absolutely. And we're definitely going to get a few videos there.
Stay tuned for Dwayne and Nidia and lots more food, fun, and travel adventures.
All right. See you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.